The right wing can never, ever forgive Candace Owens or Tucker Carlson for. They can never forgive them for what I'm about to say.
Oh, God.
Whatever you think about what happened on September 10th, whoever you think did it, it doesn't matter on some level. Whether he was shot or blown up, who pulled the trigger, or who was in Tyler Robinson's ear that made him pull the trigger, all of that exists independently from one very inconvenient fact, well documented thoroughly, which is that Charlie Kirk died that day, publicly, gruesomely. It was horrific. And people that didn't even like him cried that day, but not everybody. There were hundreds, thousands, maybe hundreds of thousands of left-wingers. Their first reaction, seeing a young man, 31 years old, with a wife and kids, publicly executed, his neck gushing with blood in front of hundreds of college students, their first reaction was to smile and laugh, and then to celebrate, and then film themselves celebrating, because that's how wicked they are. That's how much hatred the left has for us, all of us.
Yeah,
that's who Charlie Kirk was. He represents all of us. I didn't like him. He didn't like me. I didn't agree with him.
See, it's very interesting. I think this guy completely switched his stance after Charlie Kirk. And it's really interesting to see. I don't know if he was bought or what, but
there is, look, my chat, I have been both critical and supportive of Nick. You know, we've talked about this, Dan. Of things we've supported that he said and movements that we thought he was moving things in the right direction, while at the same time being like, yeah, he's a fucking little chud that hates women and all these different things we disagree with. He's lost all of the positive all of the America First movement he had. He's flipped on all of that. He's now, it's all left versus right. Oh, yeah. It's all left versus right. He defends Israel all the time. It's like the most bizarre. Well, let's be honest. He's a gay Fed, right? Like I think he actually, I don't use the term you're a Fed lightly. Like everybody's a Fed on the internet. I get it. Nate's a Fed. Dan's a Fed. We're all Feds. Ian's a Fed. Candace is a Fed.
20 years over here.
Right. I actually was a Fed, right, for a while.
Are you going to force Valor me soon, dude?
Yeah, I am going to. But my point with that is you won't ever see me like actually, I'm the last person that's like, oh, that's an op or that's a Fed. I know like everybody loves to say that about everybody now. Yeah. It's like the odds of that. He, however, is one of, if not the only people I actually do believe now is a Fed. And by a Fed, I mean that he is basically complicit because he was most likely given a situation after January 6th where they said, you're going to do what we fucking tell you to do, or we're going to put you in prison, right? That type of heavy-handed Fed, right? I do believe that now based off of what I'm seeing, because all of his values and morals and ideologies have flipped to exactly what you're saying. And all Nick Fuentes does now, and he didn't used to do this, right? And that's why I used to like some of the stuff he said. Now I'm off the board completely. All he does is attack conservative America Firsters. That's his whole platform. He attacks Ian Carroll.
Weird.
He attacks Jake Shields. He attacks Dan Bilzerian. He attacks Candace Owens. He attacks Tucker Carlson. I mean, he attacks Candace. Did I say Candace already? All he does is attacks our side. That's it. He doesn't even attack the left.
So weird.
He doesn't even attack the left.
Jake's such a cool dude.
But that's my
great
point.
Time with
that's what he does. He attacks his own side nonstop. That's all he ever does. So that's my point with it's pretty obvious what's going on with that, especially now when you watch this, where he's crashing out and defending TPUSA and Andrew Wilson. Like, what, dude? So anyway, but also, yeah, I don't know if you guys see the recent video of him having roaches crawling all over him. Have you seen that, Dan? That's why I'm calling him the roach lord.
Let me see if I can find it really quick.
It's too bad too, because and I think Nick, I think Nick's had an absolutely generational fall off. His own viewers, young viewers, have pretty much abandoned him, and it's too bad because he could have been a positive force for good with young conservative men, but now he's long gone at this point.